Hi, I'm John Picarello, Chief Leadership Officer and co-founder here at Lions Pride Leadership Company. And today I'd like to talk to you about a subject that it's not talked about enough, and that is take time to think. And leaders are thinkers. So the three aspects in taking time to think is, first is to have quality think time and to think about where you've been, where you are, where you're going. And you need to have a quiet place. Have a notepad with you. This is what I do. I love quality think time. And in your think time, what you're going to do is take a few minutes, 10, 15 minutes, whatever, listen to some music, because you want to quiet your mind down a little bit. You don't want to be thinking about your schedule for the day. And what you're going to do is, first off, you're going to reflect. And reflecting is so important. And you might have people who meditate or people who take quiet time. I love quiet time. I love solitude. And in those times, what I'm doing is I'm really examining myself, my own thoughts, my own actions, past performances, and also where am I going with all of this. So with quality think time, the first place I start really is to reflect. Where have I been? And I begin to think through the successes, the failures. I question how that came about, why it came about, what I could do differently, and why I should do it differently, and so on. And I jot stuff down on the pad. It might be a phrase, it might be a whole paragraph. Every time is different. And when you're doing that, you suddenly center yourself, and it really has your focus. And when you're reflecting, you might bring up some painful experiences of your failures, but if you're able to look at it objectively, because in every failure, inherent with them are the gems of wisdom. And that's what you want to get. You want to get the wisdom out of the failures. And what it does, it takes the sting of the failure out, because it's a learning. In fact, John Maxwell would talk about sometimes you win, sometimes you learn, rather than sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, because winning and losing is a learning experience. So I'll reflect on the losses where I failed, but I also reflect on my wins, the positive aspects, because you want to know why you went over the top, why you won, why you hit it out of the park, because you want to know how to repeat it. And on the losing side, you want to know the why of your failures, because you want to know how not to repeat it. And keep in mind, you're going to be passing this on to others, because your experience is golden. It's rich with jewels of wisdom for other people. So after reflecting and thinking through, the next thing I do is I begin to plan. How could I use it? When can I use it next? How soon can I use it? And so as you begin to plan how you're going to do it, some things I put in an article, some things I may have to be speaking and I'll use it when I'm speaking. Other things I just know I'm going to have to use, so I might even put it on my calendar. And when I'm going to have to practice that, whatever it might be. And once you have that planned, you're ready for the third part, and the third part is to act. So you're going to take action, and you're going to begin to move forward practicing what you've learned in your quality think time. And that's where the growth happens. That's where the change takes place. So it's great to have quality think time, but just remember that you're going to have to reflect, look back at your successes and your failures, and then you're going to have to plan. What did you learn from it, and how are you going to use it? And then third, you're going to act on it. So when? Put it in your calendar. Tomorrow, maybe today. When can you use it? How soon can you use it? Because you want to glean the outcomes of a changed action, changed mindset, changed attitude. So you move forward with that, and I assure you, you'll have ample opportunity to add value to others just because you took time to think about where you've been, where you are, and where you're going. So I hope you would take that and practice some quality think time. I find it very valuable. I do some of it every day before the sun's up. I sit down, quiet place, and I do that and think through. And it's been an amazing experience. And I'll tell you, you'll grow in self-awareness if you do it and then talk it through with other people. So I hope that added some value to you today, and I want to thank you for spending some time with me today. And until next time, put aside some quality think time. Thank you.